Okay, hi guys. Hello, hello. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. So this is a song I've been singing all yesterday and all today. It's a song that my daughter apparently really enjoys. How does this look? I feel like we've got some weird light beams, but I think that's okay. Rythmia is now live, calling it up on the inter. There we go. Audio. Okay, audio apparently works. Look at this weird sunbeam. That's kind of fun. I feel like very angelic. That's the Ariel song from The Little Mermaid, if no one knows. Bill Daniels is saying, hey Chef Meg, sad I missed you last week. Oh, Bill, you were at Rythmia last week. How was it? How was your experience? Did you receive your miracle? Most importantly, how was the food? We got a few people hopping on here. You probably can hear my baby. You guys want to see my baby? Anyone? Anyone want to see my baby? Bring the baby over. So Kobe Grace is got Bill says amazing. Food was great. Okay, perfect. So we've got little Kobe Grace here in a little get up. We're going to a little party after the Facebook Live today, so she's got her bow on. Levi just had this untied and loose, like, I'll show you. Like she's 2-pack. Yeah. She's clearly not anything of the sort. So we're going out for a little party after this. We're going over to a friend's house with a bunch of other parents and children for a little chili and children play date. Kobe's geared up for that. We've been playing and kicking and singing along. She's got her vocal cords these days. She's been singing and cooing and ha hoo. So it's pretty exciting to see all of the new milestones that we're reaching. Because we're almost 11 weeks old. 11 weeks old this Wednesday. Right, Cobes? She loves staring at this shirt of mine because of all the colors. Oh, and this is Levi also, by the way.
Hello.
It's all about the baby these days, apparently. All right, you guys go sit down. They're going to hang out in the background because we don't have any help with us here today. So Levi's going to spend his time with Kobe here just to make sure she's super happy. Brittany Smith says, beautiful. Yes, Levi is pretty beautiful, and Kobe is pretty cute as well. Okay. So as you guys probably saw by the title of this Facebook Live, we're doing something called Pizzadilla. I think some of the media notifications that came out call it Pizzadillan, but it's Pizzadilla. Pizzadilla, como quesadilla, like a quesadilla, but it's pizza. What? Yes, Claudia Colarusso is sending some love. Anyone that's hopping on here, please let me know where you're watching from. Kobe's making some squawks over there. A little background chatter. I'm just getting my hands a quick wash. I do want to let everybody know that next Sunday is going to be my last Facebook Live taking place at home because I'm heading back to Rythmia. So if any of you guys are watching and you are set to be arriving to Rythmia sometime in the next few weeks, I'm going to be going back to work, so I look forward to meeting you. On Monday, October 21st is my first day back. I'm going to be back very part-time. I'll only be there a couple of hours, a few days a week, but I will be there. Hello, Zin. So I look forward to meeting everyone. Yesterday here was Saturday, and I ran into a lot of guests from Rythmia that were there last week, so it was really great to meet them. But I look forward to being on site again, and I'll be doing my Facebook Live from the Rythmia restaurant again very, very soon. Asana's wondering, how's the baby growing? You just missed her. She was just here. You'll have to rewind this from the recording, Asana. You can see her. Kobe was just right here. She's growing crazy. She is so long. I think she's in the 90th percentile for height. I can't believe how fast it's happening, but that's what happens, right? You have a baby, they grow up into a human. And I'm a firm believer that this child is not my child. This child is the child of the universe, and all that we are meant to do as parents is to help usher her into becoming exactly who she needs to be in a safe and free, liberated, and conscious way. So from the minute I birthed her, she has begun her separation from me, which is a really sad thing, but I believe that that is the truth, and I think that is going to help. If I just keep reminding myself of that, it's going to help a lot of anxiety that is cropping up already, especially around the fact that I'm going back to work so soon, and I'm probably going to have to trust her in the care of someone else a lot more often. That's why I've hired a part-time nanny here that is helping out, even with me in the house. She's here, and she's just getting me used to having someone else with Kobe. And she's super young. She's only 11 weeks old. But I realized in places like the U.S., most people only get like 6 weeks of maternity leave. I'm just throwing some food waste into the organic bin here. I didn't quite finish getting prepared, so I've just been doing that as I'm yammering on. But yes, in North America, in U.S., most specifically, you only get about 6 weeks mat leave, and then you're back to work. So I've been very, very blessed to have a little bit more time, and I'm not going back full time right away, so that's helpful also. All right, so let's see. What are we doing today? I said a pizzadilla. Now this is an idea I got from, I think it was the Pioneer Woman, someone on the Food Network, and I think it's brilliant and fun, so I thought I would share it with everyone, because maybe not everyone here watches the Food Network. So the idea of this is it's a quesadilla, but it's a pizza all at the same time, so it's a quesadilla with the pizza flavors, and it's got all the layers like a quesadilla and a pizza rolled into one. So I'm just going to start here with a couple of tortillas. These are massive, so this is going to be a pizza for one. Pizza quesadilla for one. So I got 2 of these here, and I'm just going to start out like I would start out any quesadilla. I've got my 2. I'm going to use 2. I'm not going to fold it in half because I want it to look like a pizza. My mother has just joined. Terry Pearson saying, hello, Meg. Terry Pearson, you just missed Kobe. She was with us. She's now over there having a bottle with her father, but you saw her this morning on FaceTime. Happy Thanksgiving weekend to everyone in Canada, by the way. I always forget because we celebrate, mostly down here, we celebrate the American Thanksgiving. This Rythmia is an American-based business, but it is Canadian Thanksgiving. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving Monday. I'm probably going to make pizza quesadillas for Levi and Kobe. Well, not Kobe. Well, yes, Kobe will be eating it as well because she'll be eating my breast milk. Is that gross? It's not gross, but I don't need to be talking about that right now. But we're probably going to be having pizza quesadillas for Thanksgiving dinner. Cool. He says cool. Okay. So I'm going to get a pan over here on the stove heating up. Now this is just going to be to brown up my quesadilla. So I've got my quesadillas here lying flat. I'm sure you guys can't see this, but we had to do the camera on a tripod today. I'm going to add in a couple of things that I left in the fridge. One moment. Dun, 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 dun. That's your elevator music. Dun, 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 dun. And we're back. So I left some ingredients in the refrigerator. So I've got here, this is just pasta sauce. You could use regular pizza sauce, but this is a basil pasta sauce. So I'm just going to spread this on the bottom of my quesadilla so it's like a pizza. I'm going to show you guys. I mean, I don't really need to show you. On the bottom of a pizza, you spread tomato sauce, and I'm going to spread it on this quesadilla with an edge, like a free edge, like a pizza crust. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to put it on a plate. Sing, what is that? Fraggle Rock song I've got in my head now? All these children's songs. So that I've just got tomato sauce there. Then I'm going to add in cheese. Any kind of cheese you want. You can use vegan cheese. If it's there's a couple of brands out there that melt really nicely and are sticky. You want to make sure you use those because, I mean, quesadilla you want it to stick together. So I'm just going to add cheese all throughout here. Dun, 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 dun. Now you can add a few toppings in here, but you don't want to go too crazy because you want your quesadilla to stick really well. I'm going to add just a few. I've got some sliced up sweet red pepper I'm going to throw in there just for some extra flavor, like so. Make sure you have enough cheese in there that your 2 layers are going to stick, just like you would if this was a cheese quesadilla. And I'm going to take my top tortilla, flop it on top. Bada boom, bada bing. So now I've got my regular old quesadilla. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to add a little bit of oil or butter to the pan, just to help toast up that tortilla. And I'm going to turn on the broiler on my oven. Broil. High. I've got the broiler going. That's heating up. So I'm going to take this tortilla and I'm going to put it in my pan. And I want to have it, just let it get nice and toasted like if I was just doing a straight up quesadilla. And in the meantime, while that's going, I'm going to make a dipping sauce. Because when I eat pizza, I really like a dipping sauce for the crusts. We're going to have the dipping sauce for the quesadilla, the pizzadilla. And it's going to be a ranch one, but it's going to be a vegan, dairy-free ranch dressing. What? Yes, very, really easy. So what I got here is some cashews that I've just soaked. I've been soaking them since this morning, so they're nice and soft, so you can bend them in half. So I'm starting with some raw cashews. I'm going to throw those into my blender here, and I soaked them just because I want them to be super soft, because I want this to be a rich and creamy and really soft textured ranch dressing, like a mayonnaise type texture. So I'm adding that. What I was chopping up when we first came on here was dill. You could use dry dill, but I got fresh dill, really great important ingredient in a ranch dressing. Bam! Throw that in. I'm gonna add in a little bit of green onion. So I'm just gonna chop that up really, not finely at all, really coarsely. Mom brain. Toss that in. The whole thing, we like onion. Then I'm gonna add in some herbs. I've got some dried parsley, some spices here. I've got paprika and onion powder. And the humidity's gotten to them a little bit. Put that in there. I'm gonna add in a good pinch of salt, a generous pinch of salt. Can you guys hear Kobe over there? Just making sounds. About a quarter cup of olive oil, just a really good, your favorite olive oil. Just gonna help with the creaminess factor. And then I'm gonna add in some lime juice. Normally I would put in lemon, but I don't have any lemon, so I'm using lime today. And I want almost like half a cup. So I'm gonna try 2 limes. And that's just gonna give us some nice zing. Cut through some of the richness of the nuts and the fat of the olive oil. It's gonna bring a nice, instead of a vinegar that you would find in like a lot of dressings, we're gonna use the lime. And I have a ton of limes right now that I need to use up, so this works out really well. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. Okay, and while I'm doing this, before I forget, I'm gonna check my quesadilla. Because this oven, the stovetop gets really hot really fast. I don't want to burn it. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine. Okay, so what have I got in there? I've got my limes. Then I'm gonna add in some milk, any sort of plant-based milk. I'm using a soy milk that I have that's unsweetened, to make sure it's unsweetened. You can use almond milk if you want, and then I'm just gonna blend this up. Close your ears. Pretty good, but I gotta scrape down the sides. Ooh, yummy. The dill is so good in this, the fresh dill. I mean, if you can get fresh dill, do it over dried. It's just so much more potent and delicious. So it's a little bit thick, because I used a little bit more. Normally I would only use like a cup of cashews. I used a bit more. So I'm just gonna add in a bit of water to help blend this down, get it back in the blender. Done, and look at, I've just gone and flipped that. Can you see? It's got nice and brown. So I flipped that, and I'm just gonna let this side get nice and brown as well. So I'm gonna get my cutting board out of the way for now. And then have to bring that hot pan over here. Fraggle Rock! I've got Fraggle Rock in my head. Ann Donkers just joined. Hello, Ann. Good to see you here. So Donkers is my mother's maiden name. My nickname in all my, I was quite the athlete in high school. I played a lot of sports. I was volleyball, power hitter, point guard, and basketball. I was a pitcher and a back catcher in a softball league for many, many years. But all through high school, my nickname was Donkers in all the sports. Someone along the line found out that that was my mother's maiden name, and I thought it was amazing, and it did make a pretty decent sporty nickname. So it'd be like, go Donkers! That's my nickname, because of my mother's maiden name. It's kind of fun name. Mother, if you're still watching, will you type out your full name for me so I can repeat it? Because I think that your full name is epic, and I always screw it up. The full name that you were given. It's a bunch of names. It's a lot. So I put a bunch of the ranch dressing just in the little ramekin for serving, and then the rest we'll store in some Tupperware or glass jar for use at a later date because that makes a lot and you're not going to need a ton because it's super rich. So I'm having a little hot plate here. Woo-hoo, my quesadilla is going. You know what, I don't even need that. I don't know why. I'm mom brain. I don't need this. This is not hot. Whee! Brain fry. Terry Pearson says no. She's refusing to type her whole name. All right, Mom. It's such a beautiful name. And Brittany Smith, replying to my mom, says, please, I'm sorry, Mom. It's such a good name. I don't know why you would be embarrassed of it. Terry Pearson. Okay, so I've got my quesadilla here, and I'm just going to drop it onto this here baking sheet. Turn off that. Oh, yeah. So, look, I've already got a little bit of the, some of the cheesy tomato goodness from the center starting to come out. So this is like a quesadilla. Oh, I gotta show you that. This would be brilliant to eat with the ranch dressing on its own. You see that? Melted, cheesy, tomatoey goodness. But no, it doesn't end there. We are going to add in the pizza component. So these are pizza flavors, but now we're gonna take the quesadilla and we're gonna make the top of the quesadilla into, a pizza. So I'm putting the tomato sauce on top. So fun. And this is such a great recipe for kids. And you could go and you could sneak some extra veggies in the middle and they wouldn't even know. Just cover it with cheese. I just got tomato sauce all over my outfit. So I'm just gonna give it a quick clean. I don't want to have to change before we go out. I was covered in baby pee and baby vomit before 7 a.m. this morning. Story of my life. Now I got tomato sauce all over me. Okay, so look at, I've just splopped that tomato sauce on there and I'm going to spread it around again just like you would a pizza, leaving a little rim on the outside. The little rim is going to help us when you slice it so that we can pick it up without getting our hands all gloppy to dip it into the ranch dip. So good. Okay, oh mother, she played along. Gertrude Adriana Joanna Maria Donkers Pearson. Isn't that the best name? I don't know why you wouldn't want to share that. Gertrude Adriana Johanna Maria Donkers Pearson. Amazing. Such a good name. And I always thought it was a lot longer than that, Mom. So this isn't as nearly as well, I don't know why you would be embarrassed about that. That's an amazing name. Gertrude Adriana Johanna Maria Donkers Pearson. My grandfather's name was Cornelius Donkers, which I think is also an amazing name. Okay, so cheese first or cheese last? There's always an argument on that when people are making pizza, if they want to put the cheese on first and the toppings over top of the cheese. I think in Italy you put the toppings and then the cheese. Is that right?
I put cheese, toppings, then more cheese.
Oh, Levi says cheese, toppings, more cheese. So maybe that's what we'll do today. So I'm going to add a little bit of cheese. And this will act as a glue to hold all of our toppings on. So a little bit of cheese. I mean, don't worry, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to pick up the camera and show you guys what I got going on here. I mean, I don't really need to. You've all made a pizza before, I'm sure. Oh, I'm going to sprinkle a bit more oregano on top. So you know Italian seasoning? So Italian seasoning is something you can buy in like a mixed spice, which is oregano, parsley, what else is in that? Basil. We used to, when my mom used to always make us grilled cheese, she would always put Italian seasoning in the grilled cheese sandwich. And if you've never tried that, do it. It's delightful. And then dip it in ketchup. So good. So we got a little bit of cheese. Then I've got here little mise en place of ingredients. So I've just got some fresh shallots. So these are the sweet red peppers, black olives, super thinly sliced red onion, and more cheese. So I'm just going to throw these on. So quick. So beautiful. You could do this vegan. You could do this with meat or chicken. Like this is the beauty of it. You could do this as a family meal prep. You could do this with the kids. Everyone gets to chop their own pizza. It's such a fun way to do it. You could do pizzadillas for Thanksgiving. Who says you need to do a turkey if you haven't defrosted one yet? I'm gonna add a bit more cheese. La la la. So good. All right. Now this gets pretty heavy, obviously, because you got cheese and sauce on the inside, cheese and sauce on top. Look at that. So it looks like a pizza, and we're gonna toss it in the oven, just under the broiler, just enough time to get the cheese to melt. That's all we need. We still got a couple things to do with that when it's done, so I'm not gonna end just yet. Look at these light rays. It's so so beautiful. We got about 15 pot lights in this kitchen, and we just replaced all the bulbs. So I think that's what's going on. We got all this extra light. While we're waiting for that, let's see, what am I doing next week? It's gonna be my last Facebook Live from home. I have it written down. Anything people want to see, let me know. I might start repeating some topics with some slightly different versions of recipes, because I've been doing this for 2 years, and I do get a lot of requests from people for stuff that I've done in the past, and instead of going all the way back in the archives, I might just redo a few things. October 20th, next Sunday, pesto is the besto. So we're going to do various types of pestos that you can easily make at home in bulk and use, and I'm going to show you how to use them in various different ways, which is really, really good. October 27th, which will be my first day doing my Facebook Live back at Rythmia, it's going to be a butternutty mac. So it's going to be a butternut squash, vegan, plant-based mac and cheese that will fool even the most cheese. Well, no, let's be honest, cheese is cheese. It's pretty delicious. And you could put in some cheese or some sort of dairy to make it a bit more rich, but it's going to be a butternut squash base sauce, which is going to be really, really delicious. I'm going to be doing some shredded, some vegan shredded pulled fork sandwiches coming up, which is going to be fun, something I've been dreaming about and coming up with some ideas. Ooh, and we are ready. Does not take long in the broiler. Grab another mitt. Just like that. Turn that off. So good. Toss this onto the cutting board. Woo! These ovens are not very good. These are not good oven mitts. Toss this onto the cutting board. So good. Okay, I'm gonna let that just cool for a moment. What do we got going here? Da, da, da. Eggplant bacon. I did that, but did I do eggplant? I think I did. I did a whole thing on fake and bacon, but we can do that again. Erin is saying that the Italian seasoning is thyme, marjoram, rosemary, sage, basil, and oregano. So I missed a few ingredients. Thank you. And Lori's being very sweet, telling me that I look pretty, and I appreciate that. I gotta also tell you, moms out there, you'll appreciate this. Miss Kobe Grace ate the last 2 nights in a row. She ate her last meal of milk at 10 p.m. and slept all the way till 5 a.m. Pretty awesome. 11 weeks old, 7 hours without a feeding. So good. We love her to bits. But we're feeling extra tired today, I think, because it's a rainy Sunday here in Costa Rica. Okay. Ooh, she's talking over there. So I just bought this yesterday. We didn't have one of these in the house, which was always a pain in the butt, because the pizza place we order our pizza from all the time doesn't cut your pizza. It does it like traditional. Is it Naples that you can't, or is it just traditional in Italy they don't cut your pizza for you? So it's kind of annoying, if you ask me. So I went out and bought this for that purpose. But it works out that we have it for this. For our pizza, looks pretty epic. Delicious. So I'm gonna just do a little slice of roux. So good. Oh, guys, I'm gonna put it on a plate. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Oh, I was gonna put it on my beautiful wooden cutting board, but I think I left that at Dr. Jeff's house when I brought some food over there recently, so I don't have it. So I'm just gonna slide it onto a plate. Slide, 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 slip through slide. What's that song? Song from the 1990s. Okay, so look at that. So good. I'm gonna take one piece out. Look at that. Cheesy, layered deliciousness. I'm gonna set that aside so that I have room to doctor this up really pretty. So this is my ranch dressing. I'm gonna plop that on the plate. I'm gonna show you guys, don't worry. Then I'm just gonna add some greens, because I always like greens. I had arugula in the fridge, but decided I'm gonna top it with a bit of cilantro, and then I have these amazing, you've been to Rythmia, you know we have them on the buffet all the time, pea sprouts. So good. I'm gonna toss a bit of this on top, just because, I mean, you don't need it, but it's a nice addition. Salad. I love putting arugula and salad on top of pizza. I know a lot of people are adamantly against it. Cilantro, you could put fresh basil, but this is a Mexican meat Italy dish, so I thought cilantro would be quite fitting. A little bit here inside my ranch. Come on. Fresh dill would be lovely. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that! I'm gonna post a picture of this proper on my Instagram so you guys can check it out. It looks absolutely to die for. I'm not gonna eat this right now. I'm actually gonna put it in the fridge and we're gonna eat it tomorrow. Because we're going to have chili and cornbread.
Okay,
Here, Levi, come over. You can have this one.
I'll probably eat one piece.
Come on. You gotta come on camera to do it. Look at that. Doesn't that look like pizza? Come on. So good. Aaron says, good job, Kobe. New milestones. Yeah, it is a huge milestone. Looks yummy, Meg, says Linda. Aaron said, okay, Aaron's letting me know. Oh, Kobe's crying again.
Oh, it's delicious.
Walk away with the pizza. All right, my friends, that is all. That is it. But isn't that a fun idea? You can do this in so many different ways. I thought when I saw this that it was something I needed to share with you guys. I can't take credit, but you guys can. Make it for your family. Make it at your next, like a pizzadilla buffet at your next little get-together. That's it. That's all, my friends. Wrapping it up at 2:27 p.m. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Dr. Jeff, Monday, right? Yes, Dr. Jeff will have his Facebook live, and then at some point JJ will be live this week, and Jerry and Christian on Friday, and then our friend Lindsay will be live next Saturday with the About Your Miracle from Rythmia. So talking to a guest that was at Rythmia this week and talking about their experience. So thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Feel free to share this with anyone that you might think the recipe is interesting and fun. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Love to you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Ciao.